Ugh, ads are such poop. Subscribe to Acast Plus now to skip ads and more for just $1 a month. Click the link in our show notes to learn how. And hey, we're on Patreon too. Your support helps cover the cost of running a podcast. For $2 a month, you can get early access to all our episodes ad-free, plus bonus episodes exclusive to Patreon subscribers only. Visit patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse to sign up now.
Hey, it's Sheena Shea, and if you know me, you know it's all happening. From Vanderpump Rules and my podcast Shenanigans to my full-time job being Summer's mommy. There's always something keeping me busy, and that's why I love Factor. They send fresh, never frozen meals right to my doorstep. They're packed with flavor, dietitian approved, and make it easy to stay on track with my goals. Delicious and ready to eat in literally 2 minutes. I mean, seriously.
Visit factormeals.com/Shay40 for 40% off your first order.
When you think about 1-800-Flowers.com, what comes to mind? Obviously flowers. But 1-800-Flowers is so much more. They're your ultimate birthday gifting destination. From decadent fresh-baked cakes and gourmet dipped strawberries to spa gift sets, balloons, and more. 1-800-Flowers has the gift to make every birthday feel special. Find out what's new today at 1-800-Flowers.com/ACAST. That's 1-800-Flowers.com/ACAST.
Have you seen the cost of eggs lately?
With these prices, we'd barely be scraping by if it weren't for Dave.
What's Dave?
It's the banking app that advances us up to $500 instantly. There's no interest, no late fees, or even credit checks. No joke. We can get extra cash for anything our family needs. Download the Dave app or go to dave.com. Sign up for an extra cash account and get up to $500 instantly. For terms and conditions, go to dave.com/legal. Instant transfer fees apply. Banking services provided by Evolve Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
I'm husband.
And I'm wife.
Together, we're reading the Bible for the very first time.
We grew up without religion and wanted to know what all the fuss was about.
Well, what have we learned so far?
That God is a dick, and apparently some people believe in talking donkeys.
We're not trying to pass ourselves off as experts.
Nope, we're just reading the Bible for the first time and giving our first take reaction.
If you'd like to join us in this venture, you might consider starting at episode 1.
Otherwise, jump in wherever you like.
All right, let's go read the Bible.
Yeah, let's get to it. Husband!
Wife!
Do you remember what happened yesterday?
Yeah, Elihu? Is that how you say it? Maybe?
Oh, I was saying Elihu.
Elihu. Anyway, he was spending a lot of time trying to justify why he has something important to say also. But he didn't say shit.
Yeah, he didn't get around to saying it. He was just like, I totally have the right to speak.
Yeah.
And they were like, okay.
Okay, so say something.
Like, we never said you didn't. Oh, listen to the kitty in our podcast. Aw. Hi, Dagny. Yeah, so, yeah, he didn't say anything except for, I can speak if I want to.
Right.
And even though that was like 30 chapters in and we've never even heard of this guy.
Yeah.
Until now.
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
So probably today we find out about Elihu, whatever.
The boozer.
Yeah, that guy.
The boozite.
All right, well, let's go find out, okay?
Okie dokie.
All right, so that was Job chapter 32, and today we're going to be reading
Job chapter 33.
Let's go do it.
Indeed. Okay, Job chapter 33.
Okay.
But now, Elihu says.
Oh, he says.
He
something.
said he says.
He's going to say something?
Yeah. Well,
I hope
it continues like mid him talking.
Right.
Diatribe.
Hopefully he's actually saying something this time.
I hope so.
Right?
I mean, he's quoted. Doesn't mean he's saying anything.
Right.
Okay, so he says, but now, Job, listen to my fucking words.
Okay.
And I added.
Say the words.
I added the F-bomb for any newbies that don't know because it's funner.
Yeah.
Okay. Pay attention to everything I say.
Okay.
I am about to open.
Jesus Christ, dude. Just fucking.
It literally says, I am about to open my mouth. My words are on the tip of my tongue. My words come from an upright heart. My lips sincerely speak what I know.
Okay.
That's the opening paragraph.
What the fuck, man? Just
Can
say
you
it.
just say it? It reminds me of... I've referenced this before, but it reminds me of in the movie Labyrinth, where the little trolls at the beginning are going, "Did she say it?"
Yeah, I got nothing there.
You don't know that part?
I don't know.
Oh my God.
I'm not as enamored with Labyrinth as you are.
Okay, it's before Sarah goes to that land.
I barely remember anything
Are
about
you
the movie.
kidding me? Oh my God.
Yeah.
So she's babysitting her half brother or step brother. I think it's her half brother. And she's comforting him. He's crying and he won't stop crying. And she's a spoiled brat. So she's like, "Oh, he never stopped crying." And so then she puts him down and she's like saying, "Oh, I wish the Goblin King. Oh no, I mustn't say that." And then so she keeps almost saying it, and the little troll guys are like, "Did you say it yet?" And finally she does say it. "I wish the Goblin King," I keep calling them trolls, they're goblins. "I wish the Goblin King would come take you." And that's the invitation for Jareth.
Got it.
Or David Bowie.
Yeah.
To come.
Right.
And he takes the baby. He takes Toby.
Oh, I take your word for it.
It's not ringing any bells.
No. I remember.
I
the only thing I remember about that movie is that David Bowie is in it.
Oh my God.
That's literally, and like I kind of remember what he looks like. That's literally all I remember about it.
His codpiece is pretty great. I'm really distraught over this. Like, we have to watch that movie. It's so good. It's so good. Okay, anyway.
Yeah.
The Spirit of God,
yeah.
Elihu continues, has made me. The breath of the Almighty gives me life.
Oh my God.
Answer me then, if you can. Stand up and argue your case before me.
Okay.
I am the same as you in God's sight. I too am a piece of clay. You're a piece of something.
Mm-hmm.
No fear of me should alarm you, nor should my hand be heavy on you.
Okay.
He's still not said what he's going to say.
Yeah. What's
he's
your
like,
point here?
I'm about to say it. Don't just everybody
hang in
stand
there.
back.
Yeah.
Everybody stand back. I'm going.
It's coming.
I'm going to say it. Okay. But you have said in my hearing, I heard the very words, "I am pure. I have done no wrong. I am clean and free from sin. Yet God has found fault with me. He considers me his enemy. He fastens my feet in shackles. He keeps close watch on all my paths. But I tell you, in this you are not right.
Okay.
For God is greater than any mortal." Oh, I didn't know that.
No, yeah.
I didn't know God was greater than him. That's
Right?
like literally what makes him a god.
I mean, if he was a god.
Right.
Yeah.
Why do you complain to him that he responds to no one's words? For God does speak.
Does he? Really? When was this?
Now one way, now another.
Okay. Cryptic much?
Right. Very convenient.
Right.
Though no one perceives it.
Oh, see, this is what I love about like when you're talking to somebody who's religious.
Yeah.
They're like, God talks to you, you just don't hear it.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck does that mean?
Can he turn up the volume?
Right? Like if he's talking,
I'm eager.
I'm completely missing this if that's for real.
Look, I am not closed to the notion that if that thing is out there, like all it has to do, he, she, whatever, is turn up the fucking volume.
Right, yeah. How about this? Why don't you spend a week with me and just like
tell me when he's speaking
to me?
Yeah, that would be awesome.
I'm like, oh, he's talking? Okay.
Okay, and then I can look around and be like, is the voice from over there? Like,
right,
I don't.
Where's it coming from?
I don't hear it.
Where the fuck's the voice?
I don't hear the voice.
I don't either.
Like, I used to argue with my sister all the time because when she was just born with this like faith. And at the time, we were not a faithy family. We were a sciencey family.
Right, but we've talked about this before. She had a friend, though, that was very
She did, and
religious.
she would go to church with her. Not very religious.
Whatever. She went to church with her.
They went to church every
yeah,
Sunday.
Sure.
And my sister went with. So, as we got older, and we were talking about faith and stuff, my sister, like, just had it. Like, it was just there. And I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So I would say it's like a light switch. And I'm like, well, nobody turned on my light switch. My light switch is like permanently off.
Yeah.
So like if you are right, if there is a God and I'm the biggest dumb butt ever, right?
Sure.
I am open to that notion that I am wrong, but with proof.
Yeah.
You know? Like, if you just gave me proof, I would be like, holy shit, I am so sorry. I had it wrong all these years.
And here's the thing, though. if something good happens to me, that doesn't mean God's talking to me. If something bad happens to me, that doesn't mean God's talking to me.
Yeah.
It just means something good or bad happened.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Our fucking car blew up last week. It doesn't mean God was pissed off at me.
No.
Because you know what? Something else good happened. We got a check randomly in the mail for a lot of money like the next day.
Yeah, that we were totally not expecting, like from the insurance company.
That's not God talking to you. It's just fucking random shit.
Right. It's very random.
But that's the kind of shit that they would be like, well, you just didn't hear God talking to you. He was telling you something.
But I'm like, you're right. I did not hear God talking to me. I'm pretty sure
fucking State Farm was telling me something. And my Honda Civic was telling me something.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
That's exactly what happened.
Right.
They just both happened at the same time.
Right. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. I mean, every time something good happens in my life and I'm like telling my mom like, oh, this good thing happened and I'm so happy about it. Yay. She's like, well, you know what I call it? And I'm like, I know. And then she says, it's a God moment or it's a God thing. And
but that's just like, why are people so eager to attribute things to something else?
Right.
Why? I don't get it.
I was just telling you about this great thing. It was so cool. I was happy. It was making me happy.
Right.
And now I can't just be happy. Like I have to look for fairies in the garden too. I stole that from a Heinlein quote.
Got it.
Heinlein. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, he's going on and he's like, God talks. Okay.
Yeah.
In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falls on people as they slumber in their beds, he may speak in their ears.
I've never had God speak to me in my sleep.
In my ears.
Ever.
I've never had him speak in my ears.
Right.
Awake or asleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He may speak in their ears and terrify them with warnings. Why he gotta terrify me?
Right?
His very existence would be like, okay, that's powerful.
Yeah. Right. But even if, which he hasn't, but even if he showed up in my dreams, I'd still be like, that was a fucking dream.
What did I eat before I went to bed?
Why am I dreaming of God? Well, I mean, we do a podcast about,
right. Right.
God.
So it would not be unexpected for that to be a dream.
Right.
But in all the time that we've been doing this, have you ever had a dream about God?
Never.
Me neither. You know what I dream about? I dream about being stuck in a library that sometimes connects to a mall that sometimes connects to my old high school. Like, It's weird.
Yeah.
They're all interconnected. Like, I could draw you a map of how they're connected at this point.
Yeah.
There's also a house that I sometimes dream of that's sometimes connected to it. But there are 2 rooms in that house that are so fucking haunted that, I mean, terrifying.
Yeah.
Terrifying. Like, those
my
are my
wife has a
nightmares.
movie that she goes to every night.
No, it's true.
I don't really
it's
understand
true.
it. But
and like I have that sleep paralysis thing.
Yeah.
Like sometimes my mind wakes up, but my body is still frozen asleep, and I'm trying so hard in my dream state.
Right.
It's weird. I'm trying to move my body in my dream, so my body thinks that I'm trying to move it, but it's frozen in sleep, and so I'm like going through quicksand, like stuck.
Right.
It's so terrifying and horrendous.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yep.
Okay, so anyway, that's not a God thing. That's just like I need to use a CPAP machine to breathe better.
Right.
So anyways, okay, so terrify them with warnings to turn them from wrongdoing and keep them from pride. To preserve them from the pit, their lives from perishing by the sword. Another nightmare that I often have is my teeth crumbling out of my mouth.
Right.
Yes, that one is very terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't take that as God talking to me and trying to warn me of anything or wrongdoing or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Or someone may be chastened on a bed of pain with constant distress in their bones. I mean, my bones sometimes hurt, but that's because I'm getting old.
Right.
You know, I'm closing in on 50.
Yeah.
You know, it's in the near future. It's not far away.
Yeah.
My bones hurt.
Sure.
I mean, don't your bones hurt?
Oh, yeah.
I'm a little bit older than you, but you do a lot more physical activity than me, and you like really abused your body over the years picking up heavy shit.
I have.
So do your bones hurt, sir?
They do.
Is it because God is warning you?
No.
It's because you're getting old, right? We're old people.
Yes.
So that their body finds food repulsive. That will never happen. And their soul loathes the choicest meal. I cannot even imagine such a thing.
I don't even know what a soul is. Like,
No.
people talk about the soul, and I'm like, what the fuck is the soul?
I think of a soul as like your conscience. Like,
right, but
when
like, what is that?
I think of that as like when your inner voice, your inner monologue.
Okay.
Like your thoughts.
Sure.
You know, your thought process.
Right.
Like,
but it's not something tangible.
No. And I don't think that they would say that your soul is tangible.
But some people do claim tangible to it because they're like, well, your soul must continue on. Energy can't be destroyed. And it's like, it's not exactly energy.
No.
It's
an idea.
Right.
It's like an idea cannot be, an idea exists. It is a thing, but it's not tangible.
Right.
And an idea can travel from one person to another.
Sure.
It doesn't need energy.
Right.
It just catches a ride on how I communicate to another person.
If you're going to say that your soul carries on, it's because other people carry it on for you. It's not like
that's what I'm saying.
Like your
legacy.
Your legacy is your soul, essentially. Yeah. Like that's how I would choose to look at it if I was to look at it in any way whatsoever.
Sure.
Because I don't know what the fuck a soul is, and it doesn't make any sense to me because it's nothing that can be measured or, seen. You can't see it. There's nothing to be seen there.
I think that your soul is more than one thing. Like, I think that your soul is all your hopes, all your dreams, all your regrets, all your deepest shames, all your greatest accomplishments. I think it's what you tell yourself to sleep at night. I think it's how you talk to yourself when you look at yourself in the mirror. I think it's self-motivation. I think it's depression. I think it's all of these things. Like, I think it's ideas. I think that it's your legacy. It's everything.
It's who you are.
It's the essence of what makes you self-aware.
But that doesn't mean that it's a separate entity in your body existing.
I don't believe that it is.
I mean, that's a convenient word to use to embody all those feelings.
Sure.
But unfortunately, it gets wrapped up in very religious ideas.
Right.
And that's where the breakdown happens for me.
Yes, I agree. Totally. So, but I would never turn away from food. I would never find food repulsive.
I know. You said that.
I know. I just thought it bore repeating because we strayed.
Yeah,
so
we did.
I just wanted to make sure
that everybody knew that.
I love food. I'm a foodie. I really am. Like, I don't just love food. I love the process of eating. I love preparing food.
Yeah.
I love tastes.
Yeah.
Like, I like trying new things.
Right.
Okay. Their flesh wastes away to nothing, and their bones, once hidden, now stick out. That's called anorexia.
Or starvation, if you don't have food to actually eat.
Yes. So you're either very, very economically oppressed, or you have a mental disorder.
Or maybe they have cancer or something, and they just are not able to eat because they're sickly.
That is true. You're right. It's not that they don't want to eat, it's that they are not able to hold it down because of a physical ailment.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. They draw near to the pit and their life to the messengers of death. What's a messenger of death?
I don't know.
A harbinger?
Sure.
Okay.
Whatever.
I don't know. Yet if there is an angel at their side, a messenger, 1 out of 1,000, sent to tell them how to be upright, and he is gracious to that person and says to God, spare them from going down to the pit. I have found a ransom for them. Let their flesh be renewed like a child's. Let them be restored as in the days of their youth. If that angel says that, then that person can pray to God and find favor with him.
But only if the angel finds you.
Right. And where was that in Moses' book of the
know.
law?
And how is that fair in any way whatsoever? Like, if you're the 1 in 1,000 people that the angel decides to find, apparently you got to pass.
Yeah, but it was just happenstance and luck.
Right. And how's that work out now, with overpopulation in the world?
Right.
Like, there was so many less people back then. So, like, we're all fucked, apparently.
I guess.
Unless you find one of these random angels.
And how many angels are there? And again, I'm just going to go back to, I didn't realize that they were walking around playing heads up 7-Up with us, or duck, duck, fucking goose.
Right, yeah.
Okay, so the angels find favor with him. They will see God's face and shout for joy. He will restore them to full well-being.
Okay.
Maybe they took a Tylenol.
Yeah,
That could be.
You never know.
And
maybe they ate some moldy bread. Got some of that penicillin in them.
Or maybe a colonizer brought them a candy bar.
Yeah.
That happens.
Yeah.
And they will go to others and say, I have sinned. I have perverted what is right, but I did not get what I deserved. God has delivered me from going down to the pit, and I shall live to enjoy the light of life.
That's great. That's great.
I liked my accent for that because it just seemed to feel good.
Did it?
It
felt
It
good?
fit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I did.
Yeah.
God does all these things to a person twice, even 3 times. As long as we're doing it twice or 3 times, why not 4 or 5?
So you almost die, and then one of his angels finds some of them, and then
multiple times.
But wait, he does it to each person 2 or 3 times. So so then it's not as random as they're saying.
Yeah.
What is he saying exactly?
I'm not really sure what he's saying.
Okay.
I think he's saying the same thing that the other boys did.
Right.
If you are having bad things happen to you, it's because you fucked up.
Right.
And you're reaping what you sow.
Like, repent right now.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
So that an angel can get on your back.
I guess. Yeah.
I mean, that
maybe.
He's not really saying anything that the other guys didn't say. He's just saying it a different way.
Right.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
You agree?
Yeah.
Okay. Turn them back from the pit that the light of life may shine on them. Pay attention, Job, and listen to me. Be silent, and I will speak. You did. You spoke. You spoke a lot because you spent a good half hour just saying you were going to speak.
Yeah.
If you have anything to say, answer me. Speak up, for I want to vindicate you. But if not, then listen to me. Be silent, and I will teach you wisdom. The end.
Oh, he's gonna
teach him. Uppity little snot.
Yeah, he is.
Who the fuck do you think you are, sir?
I mean, I don't know. Who do any of them think they are?
They're all shit. I know exactly. I know God's will. Oh, right. Do you? Because I think that that's blasphemous. Yeah. The statement that you just made, you're speaking for God? How darest thou?
Right? Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's bullshit. So that was Job chapter 33.
Sure as fuck was.
And we will be back tomorrow with
Job chapter 34.
All right. We'll see you guys then.
Sure as fuck will.
Hey, wife, I guess that's the end?
But husband, that's just sad.
It doesn't have to be. We are on lots of social media platforms like Twitter. Our handle there is sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh my God. Stop doing that. Anyway, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. There's a link to all of our social media sites at our website.
Ooh, we have a website?
Yeah, it's sacrilegiousdiscourse.com, where you can also find a link to our merch shop.
We have a merch shop?
Yep. We have podcast-themed clothing, mugs, notebooks, and more, as well as an atheist and science-themed products.
Wow, our fans should really go check that out right now.
Definitely. They can get in touch with us by sending an email to sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. But before they do that, we could really use some help.
Oh yeah? With what?
Well, it's not free running the podcast, and we need some financial support in order to get better equipment, which will free up time so we can concentrate on our podcast and our fans.
Okay, so what should they do?
Head over to patreon.com/sacrilegiousdiscourse and sign up as a contributor on our podcast. Supporters there receive additional bi-weekly episodes that we record just for our Patreon members for as little as $2 a month.
Also, we'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe on whatever platform you're using.
And Apple Podcast reviews help us out tremendously.
Like and subscribe. Leave an Apple review. Join us on Twitter. Support us on Patreon. That's a lot of instructions. Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.
Hi, it's Sheena Shea from Vanderpump Rules, and I've got to tell you guys about Factor. It's my one-stop shop for nutritious, fully prepared meals. That means no grocery shopping, no meal planning, and no cooking required. Factor is like having a personal chef, only you don't have to wait for the food to be ready. It takes just 2 minutes to heat and eat. The best part, they have tons of options to choose from every week, so you can stay fueled and excited to eat well. Me? Well, I like to start my day with a wellness shot, some blueberry pancakes, and then go for a smoothie snack. Lunch and dinner are just as easy, and meals are fresh, never frozen. Oh, and did I mention they have something for every lifestyle? You can grab Protein Plus meals for extra power, Calorie Smart to stay on track. I mean, you name it. This is literally how I keep myself going through long shooting days, and I don't want to gatekeep, so I just had to let you all know.
Visit factormeals.com/Shay40 for 40% off your first order.